In this video, we're going to be installing some electronics as well as just overall getting this build wrapped up and hopefully ready to get out on the trails. First thing I want to tackle in this video is I just want to get a set of tires mounted on this truck so we can get things rolling. When it comes to tires, I decided to go with a set of RC four-wheel drive Goodyear Wrangler MTRs. This is the 4.75 version of these tires. So let's get these things ripped open. So in the package, you get, of course, a pair of tires, foams, and a little Goodyear decal sheet too. Compared to the Nitto Trail Grappler tires that come stock with this SCX10 kit, they're around the same height. I think they're both a 4.75 tire, but these Goodyear Wrangler MTRs are a little bit more narrow than the Nitto Trail Grapplers. The Nittos look a little too wide for this truck in my opinion, so I think these Goodyears will do a good job of keeping things scale. I'm gonna wrap these Goodyears around some Chanquish is what some people call them, but they're basically knockoff method wheels. These wheels come with all the necessary hardware, but I wanted to go with a different style of beadlock ring, so I picked up another set off of eBay. These are also knockoffs, but they're very similar to the OMF rings that Vanquish sells. I think they're gonna look great on the truck mounted up. There you have it, guys. I have all four tires mounted on the wheels. Now let's get these things thrown on the truck. Next up, we're going to install the motor and ESC combo. I went with Holmes Hobbies this time around. Just figured I'd try them out. It's a brand that I've heard a lot of good things about in the past, but never had a chance to try any of their products. As far as the ESC goes, I went with the TorqueMaster BR-XL, which is a brushed waterproof ESC. What's great about it is it's Castle Creations hardware with Holmes Hobbies software. So I'm able to hook this ESC to the Castle link and program just about everything. As far as the motor goes, I went with a Crawlmaster Sport 540 can motor. This one specifically is the 13 turn. So it seems like an excellent motor for the price, and I'm looking forward to giving it a shot in my SCX10 III. So in the package for the TorqueMaster BR-XL, you get the ESC itself. You also get a little user manual as well as some decals, some bullet connectors, and a couple pieces of some heat shrink tubing. Then with the motor, of course, you get the Crawlmaster Sport 540 motor along with a little decal sheet and a couple larger Holmes Hobbies decals. Let's get these things thrown in the truck. I'm actually going to be using the stock 14-tooth pinion gear that's included with this kit. Not sure if I'll keep it this way. I'll just kind of have to see how the truck performs with this gearing and go from there. So on this motor mount, you can see all the numbers lined up with their corresponding holes. Since I'm running a 14-tooth pinion, I'm just going to choose the two holes across from each other that have the 14 next to them and just start threading in the screws. Before I mount this ESC on the truck, I just want to get everything soldered up as it's out of the truck because it's easier to work with. Okay, so I got everything soldered up off camera. I have the bullets connected to the motor and the Dean's plug on the ESC. I actually just remembered that I forgot to solder on the BEC as I put this Dean's plug on the ESC. What I'll be using is the Castle Creations 10 amp BEC. So this was actually pulled out of my TRX4 before I sold it. I just shoved a bunch of E6000 or shoe goo in the ends of it just to waterproof it. I have it hooked up to the ESC, ready to go. I think now it's time to move on to the steering servo. This is a ProTech 370 TBL. It's a high torque, high power Metal Gear servo that is of course waterproof. This was another part that I pulled out of my TRX4 shortly before I sold it. From what I can see, I know a lot of other people had to do some trimming in order to get their servos to fit, but this one seems to just drop straight in there and line up with the holes. Thankfully, it should be a pretty straightforward installation. Alright guys, now it's finally time to plug all of this into the receiver. The receiver I went with is a Spectrum SR410. I actually pulled this directly out of my TLR 10 SCTE 2.0 race truck. I'm going to get the ESC plugged into the throttle channel, of course the steering servo and the steering channel. Aux 1 and Aux 2 will be filled with the shifting servos. Since I'm running an external BEC on this truck, I made sure to unplug the center wire from the receiver plug of my speed controller, and now I can plug it into the receiver like I normally would. For the shifting servos, I'm going to be using these SX10sevens from Spectrum. These are just little micro servos. The leads are really short, so I'm actually going to plug them into some 3-inch extensions in order to get them into the receiver box. Alright, so I have a bind plug plugged into the bind port of the receiver. I threw a 3-cell 4500 milliamp battery in here. This is the one I'm going to be running in this truck. So my radio's on. Hopefully everything works. Actually, before I get it turned on, I'm going to throw a little car stand under it so it doesn't run away. Alright, so let's see if I can bind it. Here we go. Steering. And there's throttle. I'm gonna go through a few settings on my Spectrum DX4S off camera and hopefully get the shifting servos in their positions and ready to go. So I'm just gonna kind of mess around and tweak stuff and probably mess something up. Alright guys, so I have everything hooked up to the Spectrum DX4S. So here's how I have it set up. So switch B right here is one of the shifting servos. I have it set up as the 2-speed transmission, so right now it's in low gear. And I can just click it and shift it to high. Same thing with the dig servo, that's switch C. So here I have all 4 tires turning, and if I switch the dig on, you can see it locks out the rear. I'm gonna calibrate the ESC and get everything buttoned up off camera, and then I'll come back to you guys with the full reveal. Hey guys, welcome back for the final reveal of the Axial SCX10 3 build. Really happy with how it turned out overall. The truck looked better than honestly what I thought it would. Let me know what you guys think of it down in the comments. So first off, I want to touch on the body. I definitely wanted to carry over the splatter paint job that I had on my TRX4, so it's exactly what I did, and I replicated it for this truck. I noticed that pretty much every SCX10 3 build I've seen so far, except for like 1 or 2, have just been solid color paint jobs. So I wanted to take my time and do something that would make this truck stand out. One thing I will say about the body is the window masks and the decals are actually really good quality. I didn't go crazy with decals. I probably will add a few more. I painted these scale radiators silver because radiators are typically silver, so you can see that peeking behind the grill. In the back, I threw a scale RC 4-wheel drive ARB cooler as well as a chainsaw. It's a little heavier than I thought it would be up top. Hopefully I'll come at you guys with another video here soon showing this truck in action. Alright, so the body is a little hard to get on there. I actually seated with the body posts in, but once you get that worked out, here is the inside of the truck. It took me quite a while to get everything situated. I ended up just curling the BEC and ESC wires. The 2 micro servo wires were short enough. Like you guys saw, I just double-sided taped the Holmes Hobbies Torquemaster BRXL ESC to the left side of the truck, driver's side, and then right in front of it, I just double-sided taped the Castle Creations 10 amp BEC. With the 2 motor wires, I just just have them coming out on either side of the transmission, and just have a couple zip ties on both the ESC leads to kind of keep things tidy. This is truly how I'm going to be running the truck for now. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to check out all the Overkill RC merchandise available on Teespring. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll